This is Twit.
This here is a Thinkst Canary, our sponsor for this segment of Security Now. What's a Thinkst Canary? It's a honeypot. It is a device that can impersonate other devices that bad guys want to get into. So this Thinkst Canary hooks up to my network. You'd probably want one for every network segment. Certainly would want one for every network segment, maybe even more. Not only can the Thinkst Canary impersonate a Windows server or a Linux server or a SharePoint server or a SCADA device or a Synology NAS, or I don't know, this could be a SSH server, that kind of thing. It can also create files. They call them Canary tokens that you can spread out everywhere, including on your cloud drives. But the point is, this is how you find out if somebody has breached your network. On average, companies don't know for 91 days, 3 months, that somebody's inside their network. And in that 3 months, a bad guy can do so much damage. But the Thinkst Canary is designed to detect that bad guy the minute they arrive. You know why? Because it doesn't look vulnerable. It looks valuable. A hacker, a malicious insider cannot resist kind of knocking on the Thinkst Canary. So let's say someone's accessing those lore files. You know, I have some that are spread out. They look like spreadsheets or Excel files or, Google Sheets or whatever. And they say payroll information. They could be a WireGuard configuration. It could be almost anything, right? And they're indistinguishable from the real thing. They got the icon. They got all the metadata. It all looks like the real thing. The Thinkst Canary hardware has the right MAC address, the right login, everything. And the bad guy even if the bad guy's like very suspicious, like, I don't know, they just can't resist, because that's what they're there for. They're there to find that file that has payroll information. The thing is, if someone accesses that lure file or tries to brute force your fake internal SSH server, your Thinkst Canary will immediately tell you, you've got a problem. No false alerts, just the alerts that matter in any form factor you want. I mean, email, text, syslog. They support webhooks. They have an API. You could put it in Slack, anywhere. So you choose a profile for your Thinkst Canary device, and there are hundreds to choose from. Super easy to set up. That's the other thing that's great about this. The folks at Thinkst who designed this are expert hackers. They taught governments and companies for decades how to break into systems. So they know what hackers are looking for, but they also are brilliant designers. And they made something that's ultra secure, ultra reliable, and completely irresistible to bad guys. Just choose a profile for your Thinkst Canary device. Easy for you to use, super easy. You don't have to be technical to use it. Register with a hosted console for monitoring and notifications, and you just sit back and relax and wait. An attacker who's breached your network, a malicious insider, cannot resist making themselves known and your Thinkst Canary will let you know, and you got them. You got them. Visit canary.tools/twit, canary.tools/twit. $7,500 a year, you're going to get 5. You get your own hosted console, you get upgrades, you get support, you get maintenance for that whole year. And if you use the code TWIT in the How Did You Hear About Us box, they will give you 10% off the price. And not just for the first year, for life. You can always return your Thinkst Canary. They have an amazing 2-month money-back guarantee for a full refund, every penny. 2 months, 60 days. I should point out that really it's no cost to them, because this month is the 10th year we've been partnering with Thinkst Canary. No one has ever claimed that refund. Visit canary.tools/twit. Enter the code TWIT in the How Did You Hear About Us box for 10% off. Canary.tools/twit. Now I'm going to go plug this back in, just in case there's any bad guys lurking in my network.